Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. For today's review, we'll be looking at a tool called SellerPic. SellerPic is an AI-powered tool that allows you to edit images, products, models, and all sorts. You can do some really cool things such as adding accessories to a model, trying on clothes on a model, swapping clothes to another model, image to video, which is excellent, and you even have loads of AI editing features down the bottom here. Right now, SellerPic is running a lifetime deal on Appsumo, and it currently has 3 generous tiers. So for tier 1, it costs $69 and you get 500 credits, and for tier 3, it goes up to 5,000 credits a month, which is very generous. You can also schedule your images to your social media platforms, and that goes up to 10 for license free, and everything else is included across all tiers. And the good news is that you can try it for 60 days, and if it's not right for you, you can request a refund. Okay, so let's jump into SellerPic and I'll show you what it's all about. Once you've signed in, this is the dashboard screen, and on the left here you have all the tools that you can use. It's very accessible, it's clean, it's professional. It shows you some features, some images of what the AI can do. There's even a page for inspiration, and here you can see models and products and videos that have been made from image to video, which is really cool. I mean, look at that. That is very realistic. And there's various filters up here so you can see exactly how perhaps a bag will look if you upload it onto a model, home and decor, shoes. I mean, these are really, really good. There's been a few tools like SellerPic that have appeared on Appsumo in the last few months, such as Product Scope, which started off quite bad. I wasn't too impressed, but it seems like they have come a long way. Also, WeShop, they were pretty good. I was impressed, but I did refund it because there was a few features that I didn't think were up to standard. But SellerPic has really impressed me, and I'm going to tell you why by going through all the features. So at the top here in this text box, they actually have a new feature and it's called Instruct Edit. And if I click here on the left, this is the page purely for this particular feature. So down the bottom here, it's got some examples, and you can click on here and it will provide you with an image of a product and a prompt. And it says here, a 25-year-old Hispanic woman with curly black hair holding the serum in the image in front of a mirror with lights in a black room. And what this essentially does is it will grab that image and it will look at this prompt and it will try and apply this image with exactly what the prompt says. So what we're going to hopefully see is exactly what this prompt is with this product. So if we click here, and that will take a few seconds. Okay, so that image took about 10 seconds to create. Now what we can do is we can regenerate or recreate, but if you click on the image, it will come up with this little pop-up screen. Here you will see the description, all the details on the right. You can also zoom in, zoom out, and you can compare. So that will show you the uploaded product image and the final result. And as you can see, the prompt has worked. The AI has added the product image into the hands of the woman. And this looks like a mirror, but it's not the best one. And one of the issues here is that if you zoom in, you'll see that the text is a bit all over the place. It's just random gibberish, basically. And this is a slight problem which I heard SellerPic are working on continuously. And this is a new feature, the Instruct Edit, so give it time and I'm sure they'll nail this. Another option you have is Edit. Now what you can do is you can go through all the editing tools that can be used with AI, and this will basically amend this image or whatever you want to change in it. So you can add some instructions again. You could perhaps say that the product needs to be orange or something like that, and the AI will do its best to recognize what you're saying and change it. You can also have a background replacer. So right now it will remove the background automatically. And there we go. Although it's a bit messed up, you can cut it in if you want or crop it. You can add in a background there, or you can create your own custom background. The AI will generate one for you behind this model. That will cost you 4 credits, or you can choose from a blank background. You can have some nice shadow effects here to make it look more realistic. Then you have the proper background remover, so you can choose the cutout mode, portrait, product, clothing, avatar. So if we click here and go to generate, it is taking the face of the model, and you could probably put this model on an actual face on a different model. At the top here, you can convert to video, you can download it in JPG, PNG, WebP, download in ultra high definition, which is nice, and a free download. Or you can save to Shopify or publish to your social media platforms. Now I'm going to go through these editing tools in a bit, but we've done the top three and there's a lot to show. So let's go back, and it'd be easier if I go down each one on the left here to show you some examples. Just before we go to AI model image, it gives you some examples here you can try out: modify model image, showcase product, transform to 3D, which is cool, and all these other ones, blend two images. But let's go to AI model image, and then on the left here we have three new options. We have virtual try-on accessories, and this allows you to upload your own accessories such as a bag, a watch, earrings, all sorts really. And then you can choose one of these models, or you can upload a custom model, and you can request the AI to add that accessory onto the model. It's a really nice feature here. And you can see down the bottom here, I've already done some demos of adding an accessory. So if you look here, for instance, and if we go to compare, this is the original accessory, and this is the accessory on a female, and that is really accurate. And this is one of a ring that I added onto a finger, so that's really nice. And you can also upscale the image quality into 4K, so that's cool. I also did this one with a hat on a female, and I asked the AI to put that hat on another female, and that is the result, and it looks really clean and crisp. Okay, so I've just uploaded this cap which I got from Unsplash, and what we're going to do is choose the hats and caps option on the right here, and we're going to choose a preset model. So I think that's quite accurate. Now what it will do, the AI will automatically choose the cap because that's what it's been trained on this particular accessory. You can go to adjust area if it's not quite correct, and anywhere you click here it will add that in. So for instance, if I wanted his watch, I would highlight that bit, but it wouldn't make any sense for this. There's also auto, so you can just select it, which we have already, and you can inverse, so it would do everything but the cap. And let's just reset that. They have lasso, which you can draw around for more accuracy, and eraser. So let's just go to confirm, and this will cost 2 credits. So let's see what the AI can do for us. Okay guys, check this out. This is the cap on the model, and it's very accurate. And if we compare it, we can zoom in and see how accurate that really is. So they've captured that really well. And of course we can come in and edit everything. I can come in here and change the color. So if I went to confirm here, I could change the color to red. I can change it to any color really. So let's do gray. You can also adjust the image saturation, contrast, brightness, and then you go to generate, and that will cost 1 credit, so not a lot. And look at that, now we have a grey cap. So you can see how advanced you can really go into this. And I actually did one for a shoot as well, so I chose where I wanted the colours to be changed, and I think that looks really cool. And what I might do actually is take this opportunity to go through some of these other AI editing tools so we don't have to do that later. Now you can go to image retouch, and what you can do here is you can highlight any area you want, and you will put in a prompt and the AI will try and add that prompt in. Or if you say, for instance, I brushed this watch out, and I could say change the watch into a fashionable, if I could spell, fashionable wristband, which is black. And what it will do is it will take that watch, it will take what you've highlighted, and it will try and change that into a wristband. So let's see what it does. Okay, so these are the results that I've got back, and it hasn't quite captured the wristband. It's tried to add it in, but it's kind of messed it up. And this is the other one. So it hasn't done too well there, and maybe the image or whatever you're trying to change needs to be clearer. And I have some examples here that I've done. So I put lipstick on that lady, I changed that hand from that color to that look, and the notebook, so that was full of coffee beans on it and dirty, and I added that. So you can really do some cool stuff here. Next up, we have virtual try-on Apparel, and here you can change garments from the top or the bottom. So for instance, if you had a jumper, you can upload it, and there we go. It will give you this little pop-up message where it says your uploaded file exceeds the file size limit. We'll also adjust it. And here you just click confirm. It will say it might be scaled down, but it's not always, and sometimes you can just upscale it again. Okay, so you can see here it's taking out the face and it's just giving you the hoodie or sweater, and it's also giving the trousers. So if I went here, because I don't want the trousers, so if I just select the top bit, and now it would be highlighted, and you can see here on the right the trousers are not included in that now. So if that happens, that's all you need to do. And now we can choose the model on the right that we want to add that jumper to. So let's say, for instance, I want to add it to this female here, and that will highlight that area, meaning that's the part that's going to be changed. If we go to generate, that will take a couple of minutes. Whilst we wait, here are a few at the bottom that I've done already. So that's the jumper, that's the original, and that's the jumper on the female. So really nice. And moving across, this was the original, and that is the result on the model. So it's really accurate, and that's the jumper there and on this model. Okay, so the images have been generated, and it's a standard 4 images, and that costs you 1 credit per image. And at the moment, that's their standard. You can't just generate 1, 2, or 3 images. It's 4 for this particular feature. So if we go to compare, you will see here it's tried its best to capture that jumper on that female and add it onto this model, and it doesn't always get it right. I mean, it doesn't look great on this occasion, but for other examples it's been really good. And here the hand is a bit distorted, but that might be because I didn't add the hand in, because she had it in her pocket. So sometimes it's your own error, and you have to really choose the correct model or upload one that is similar to the shape maybe of the product or the clothing that you add. You can also add in a one-piece garment. So this is an example that they have. It's a kind of dress. And what this basically means is you add in a whole outfit, and then you would choose from one of these females below. So if I choose that one, and it's automatically adjusted the correct area for this dress. And all we need to do is go to generate. Okay, the 4 images have been created, and they're really impressive. I mean, look at that. You wouldn't even think she was wearing anything else before. And this is the images, so they're all very similar, and I think it's captured that really well. Another really cool feature is the batch mode. So once you choose your garment, so let's choose that one for instance, you can then come over here, you can choose from these filters, or you can select from the models below. You can also upload a custom model. So it says less than 10 megabytes, but you can always use image compressor to lower that. You would basically go through these options, choose them all that relate to the image, and go to create, and then you can start using that image with your garments or your clothes. So really nice feature there. But on this occasion, you can just select the models up to 4. So I've take the male off. So if I wanted these 4, I would then go to next step. Then you would choose the model face. So I might want this model here, and you would go to next. You would choose the background. So let's say I really like that one. You go to next, and there you go. It will show you basically the process of what's going to happen. And let's go to generate and see what it does. And that cost 8 credits. Okay guys, so that took about 5 minutes, which is not too bad considering how much it had to do, the AI. So this is the model that we chose, that's the background, and these are the poses. So let's go through them and compare. So that's the jumper on, and it's captured the background well. That's the other model, and that's really nice, quite creative. That one's not so good, I don't know what happened there, but that's really good as well. And yeah, so you can do some really advanced stuff here. Next up, we have swap fashion model, which basically means you can transform fashion models' appearance and background. Now, let's try this one, for example, and it will highlight the t-shirt and the skirt. So if we went to any of these models here and click on it, you can go to customize and you can even choose the expression. So we can choose slim and smile, even though she's smiling already, and we can just go to generate. But another option is the scene. So we can choose the background that we want this model to appear on, or this particular outfit. So let's say, for instance, we want this one here, and that it comes up with a little pop-up of what it is. So it did say by the bridge or something. And if we go to generate now, and let's see how that comes out. Okay, guys, that took no more than 2 minutes, and here we are. So we have the outfit on that particular model at the bridge, and look how accurate that is. That's captured that extremely well. And then there's 2 or 3 more images, so pretty much the same, but maybe a slight difference. And of course, you can upscale this image. If we just went to edit and we went to image enhancer, you can do it 1K, 2K, and 4K. Let's do 4K. Now on the right is the upscale version, and it doesn't allow me to zoom in, and it'd be nice if they had that option there. But if we go back, then again it doesn't allow me to zoom in on this image. But hopefully you can see that this looks more upscaled and in better quality, but maybe 4K was too much. Perhaps you'd want maybe 2K for this. I will also take this opportunity to show you the image extender. It will crop this image, and then you have all this kind of white space around it, and it's going to extend the image around this white space. It's going to fill this white space with whatever you want the prompt to be. So I could say, enhance this image and background to match the current image. You can choose from various canvas sizes. So if you wanted it for Amazon, and all of these, YouTube and all sorts. I mean, obviously for this, we'll just leave it for original. You can manually change the size as well, which is nice. And this will cost 2 credits. Okay, so it's extended the image, and let's have a look. It has captured some bits, but not too well on this occasion. And that could be completely my fault. Maybe I didn't do it right. But it has added some more of this wall here. The back of the image has a longer bridge, and it's just kind of opened it up a bit more, but the more details you give, the better. And if you added the file to AI and you said, put a nice background image on here or extend it, it'd probably give you a really good example that you could use. Okay, so moving on, we have products. And the first option on the left here is product spotlight. And here you can do all kinds of things. So you can add a background to your product. And here's some examples down below that I've done. So I did that product, chose the selected background, and it done some really cool things. And this is a mug. So if I went to compare, that was the original, and I added it in some woodland area. It's endless possibilities really, and this is a candle that I added. So it's really nice what you can do here. But for this example, we're going to go to device, so that's your local files, and we're going to upload this Coke bottle. Okay, so the AI automatically removes the background, and this is where the fun is. So you can choose from pre-selected backgrounds. You can go to here, add in all these different effects that we went through earlier. But the main thing you'll want to do is describe your background, so the AI will generate a background that you want for this image. Now, what I'm going to do here is upload this Coke bottle to Triplo AI. Triplo AI is a productivity tool where you can do all sorts of AI stuff like text prompts and create things, scrape and all sorts. So let's upload this image. So once the image was uploaded, I put in here, create an epic background for this Coke bottle as if it was showcasing a product for a store. Okay, so this is the prompt that I got back. I had to make it into a paragraph, but let's add this in here and we'll go to generate, and this will cost 4 credits, but I'm hoping for something really cool. Okay guys, look at this. This is the original and this is the background image, and it's almost quite retro. It's even got the Coca-Cola sign in the back, a little bit of jumbled AI stuff there, but overall it's pretty accurate. And then if we have a look at the others, all very similar. Yeah, I mean, if you ask the AI to generate a background based on the image, you're going to get some more accurate results and not waste as many credits as you probably need to. Okay, so next up, we're going to add a product to a scene. And I have some examples down here, and if I just flick through them, you'll see that On the left here is the original, and then that's the result. So really nice there. And my favorites are these. So I added this bottle in, and it's just created some really cool effects there. And I was really impressed with that. Okay, so I've uploaded this Coke bottle again, and I've created a new scene description, and it's quite long. So it's basically going to put the bottle in a majestic, glistening ice pedestal surrounded by a swirling vortex of mist and shimmering frost particles. I mean, I don't know how this will come out, but it sounds cool. So let's generate. Okay, guys, you could have so much fun here, and it has captured a lot of what the description said. But the only thing that the AI didn't grasp is the text, and that is a continuous issue. But if you can look past that, you might even be able to replace that text with classic there. The bottom writing is very hard to read, even for us. And if we move across, we got some more images. That one hasn't got the cap, and that one just looks really weird. So sometimes you don't want to put in too much information and keep it simple, but this is kind of what you can do. And also, if you upload another image, you can add your own custom scene by uploading the background image. So that's quite cool as well. Moving on, we've got the AI editor. Now, I have shown you all these features, so I won't go through them again, but there's like a separate kind of tool or page for them. The last thing I want to show you is my favorite and the main thing that I think makes this product or SellerPic better than others is image to video. So here are a few videos down the bottom here that I have already created, and just look how cool this is. Once again, I asked AI for a long description there, but it's not needed. And if we go to next, I've got this one of a ring that kind of goes around, and then this one of Chanel. It's got some kind of light effect at the back. Got this t-shirt which zooms in, and this candle that's got little ember particles in the back, and it's burning at the moment. So really nice, but let's create our own. Now guys, you're probably bored of this, but I am going to use that Coke bottle again, and I'm going to add in a video prompt. Okay, so I've added in quite an extensive prompt, and this is from AI once again, and it does sound really good. You can also add in auto-generating synchronized audio. So I don't usually use this, but I will add it on this occasion. You can add an audio prompt. I'll just leave it blank. You can choose from two video modes. Stable, I think is more like zoom in, zoom out, very slow. Creative is probably a bit wild, so we'll go with that. And of course, we'll go with 10 seconds. And that will cost 15 credits, which is not too bad to be fair, especially if you've got the higher tiers. Okay guys, so the moment of truth. I haven't viewed this yet, so it's the first time.
That's cool. I meant, this is an idea. Some of them, they are species. It doesn't.
Okay, so the audio was absolute jumble in the background, and maybe you'd need to add in your own custom kind of prompt for the audio. I just let the AI do it, and it didn't do a very good job there. And let's just mute it and watch this again. So the liquid is moving, which is a really nice effect. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't do a lot, but it showcases the liquid movement, which is quite cool. And perhaps the AI didn't do a good job of describing that, or I definitely asked for too much information. It could have been my fault, but yeah, that's what you can do basically. And I think some of these other ones I've created are a lot better. Okay, a couple of more options to show you. Under management, you have publisher, and this allows you to link your TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook platform. They're the only three at the moment, but I'm sure they'll add more in the future. But Instagram's a big one for products and models, Facebook too, and obviously TikTok. And then if you go to My Creations under Assets, you can filter down to find your images from the type to the status, the date. So it's got all the images that you've created. You have navigation, numbers down the bottom, and you can go to video and see all your videos here. So that's good. On the top right, it has how many credits you have left. And to be honest, for all that, I've barely used any. And I've got the tier 1 500, and I haven't even gone through them all yet. And you've seen how many creations I've made. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good for one person. And if you run an e-commerce store or you're looking to sell to clients, maybe you want to sell on Fiverr as a business, you would want to go for at least 2 tier and above. Okay, guys, so that's all the features of SellerPic. And if you would like to buy SellerPic, I will leave a link in the description below. It is affiliated, which means I would earn a small commission, but that's at no extra cost to you, and I would really appreciate it. And if we go down the page, they have some options here. SellerPic was founded in August 2024 from Singapore, 11 to 50 employees. And the fact that they only started in August 2024 and how professional this platform is incredible. And I can only see them getting better. And if we look at the pricing on the SellerPic website, so for 500 credits, which is what I have, that's £29 a month. For 1,200, it's 49, and for advanced, you only get 3,000, that's 99. So for tier 3, you get 5,000, so you're saving a lot of money. Tier 2, I think, is 2,000, and either way, you're saving a lot of money, and this is per month. They also have a Discord channel where they will answer to your questions. You'll see here that they've answered a few here from myself. Okay, so the question is, would I recommend SellerPic? Absolutely yes. It's better than Product Scope and WeShop, which have previously been on Appsumo. It's great for e-commerce businesses, Amazon products, anywhere where you want to showcase a product or a model, it's ideal. You do have to tailor the AI to get the best output. You can't just put in minimal, or you can't just put in maximum information. You need to put in exactly what you want and you'll get a good output. The text could be improved on. Read the AI reading it doesn't do a great job on that always, so that's something they definitely need to work on. Okay, guys, if you like this review of SellerPic, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you on the next review.